like any other day when I'm at the store when I see these new Crayola Colors of the World, and I decided to buy them immediately. So, you heard what I said. I found the Crayola Colors of the World markers. I've tried to find them before and I couldn't find them, and when I did find them, I decided to get them. They're $5.97 for 24 colors, and I literally am just so excited to try these out. These are all the colors. Cute. I love it. I love the packaging that they did. So these are water-based, so they'll be a little bit different than my regular markers. You can't open from the top, you open them from the side. There we go. Oh yes! So it looks like these might be like the different colors. So this is like the light skin tones, the medium skin tones, and the dark skin tones. Oh my gosh! The packaging. So this is what each little package looks like. It says Crayola Colors of the World markers, and the back is really cute. It has all different kinds of kids. Also, I have paint all over my fingernails. I know. Look at these. So it doesn't look like they're in separate packages for like lightest to darkest skin tone. Looks like they're all kind of mixed. I am really hoping these markers have color names because that's just gonna make the whole thing better, I feel like. Let's see, color name. Yes, they have color names. Yay. Look at all these colors. You know, I'm just gonna dump them all out. It's not like they're in color order or anything. Oh my goodness. Look at all these markers. I'm gonna put these in color order. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that is so much fun to do that. As you can see, there's an array of colors. We have the light colors. We also have like pink tones. Okay. We have like light browns and then darker browns. So, with that being said, let's swatch. We're gonna start from lightest to darkest. Extra light almond, very light almond, very light golden, light almond, light medium almond, light golden, very light rose, light medium deep rose, light medium golden, medium almond, medium deep golden, medium deep almond, deep golden, deep almond, deep rose. Should have been like over there, but I feel like it matches better. Very deep rose, very deep almond, extra deep golden, extra deep almond, extra deep rose, and lastly, deepest almond. Okay, all I can say is, oh my goodness. They are so beautiful. I'm absolutely loving these so far. Honestly, oh my gosh, that voice crack. I haven't tried Crayola markers in a long time, and they might have changed like their recipe. I don't know, but they feel much more smooth and like much more pleasant. Okay, let's finally start this drawing. Okay, so I sketched with a Prismacolor colored pencil in a like lightish yellow kind of skin tone color. I did no line art for this drawing, so I decided that if I did pencil, the markers would get all like mixed up with the gross blood, and that just did not sound pleasant. So as you can barely see because the colored pencil is so light, I'm just sketching with this for the first two people that I am drawing. I didn't keep much of the sketching footage just because, again, you could barely see it, and to me, the sketching is never that interesting. So for these first two girls, I did a girl with like a bob, and she's going to have the lightest skin tone. Then I did this next girl, and she has like a kind of olive skin tone, tannish skin tone, and she also has long hair. And now this girl that I'm doing is the second to darkest skin tone, and I did her with long hair again. And then the last girl has the darkest skin tone, and I did her curly hair. Also, I'm sorry about my voice. I had a bit of a cold, and that's kind of affected my voice a bit. I'm sorry. I hate my sick voice. It's really annoying. And I also wanted to make the profiles different for each of these four girls. So I did two of them where they're kind of looking to the side, and then two where they're just looking straight ahead. Alright, I am done with the sketching and I'm going to go straight onto the coloring. I am starting with the first girl that I sketched out. This color is so light, but it's so beautiful. So yeah, you can see it a little bit, and I just really enjoyed coloring with this. Like I said before, these are water-based markers, so they will not act like alcohol-based markers. So you cannot layer them a bunch of times or else it will smudge and like tear up the paper. And I feel like it looks better for the light skin tones because if you do accidentally tear up the paper, it's really hard to see. So with the darker skin tones, you can see more streaks and stuff, which I don't really mind. It's fine. I'm not expecting anything super high quality.
Ooh, yes, and I remember how I did the blush. I really liked it because, of course, you can't blend blush like normal. So as you can see, I did like a bunch of little dots from darkest to lightest, and then the lightest color, I used 3 different shades, and the lightest color, I kind of got to blend it out a little bit since it's a light color. Even if it did tear up the paper a little bit, it wouldn't show. So yes, I just love how I did the blush. I think it turned out really cute. And for the quote-unquote line art, I just used the darkest colors or like medium shades to kind of define the shapes and stuff because it was kind of getting a little lost, so I just had to do some mild line art. And the hair is looking really terrible and stringy right now, but I think I ended up pulling it together. When I'm done, I use some, just kind of how I do normal hair. And this is how this one turned out. Definitely not one of my favorites out of this entire drawing, but I think it's cute and I love how it turned out. Now, starting on the second one, I just kind of outlined some of her facial features such as her eyes and her eyebrows so I can just color over everything but those areas. And you might have already seen that this one's already looking really streaky, and I was kind of panicking here. I guess when you add the shading and everything, it doesn't look as streaky as when you first start. Adding the shading to this girl was actually so much fun. Just adding the darker tones and then medium tones and making it just all blend. It's just one of my favorite things to do. And of course, when I say blend, I don't really mean blend because these markers literally cannot blend. But trying to layer to make it at least look like a fake blend. Also, what I loved about this set is all the kind of pink tones. It had a ton and I was just so grateful for those. They really pulled the drawing together. And now the hair, as you guys probably know if you guys have watched my videos before, I love doing the hair, but with these markers, doing hair just isn't as enjoyable. It looks really stringy still. Not as stringy as it looks in the beginning, but it still kind of does look stringy. Just don't like it at all. Alright, on to the third person. So this girl, she has a lighter skin tone than the one that I just did previously. The thing about these two, that the second girl that I drew was supposed to have this color skin tone, and it was supposed to be like vice versa, and I totally forgot about that, and our friend Crow really wanted to be part of the video. Anyways, I think you guys get what I'm trying to say about these two girls. They turned out cute either way. And as you can see, I didn't do the shading as extreme on this girl. I did a more lighter shading, which I kind of like that look better. It looked much more simple and soft. And then doing the same blush technique since it actually works so well and it always looks just so good. And then just defining the facial features such as the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. I really like how the eyes turned out on this girl. As well as the eyebrows, they look really sharp. And also her lips look really good. I used a lighter tone for the bottom lip and like this darkish kind of reddish brown pink for the top lip. I also noticed that none of these girls had freckles, and there's never a drawing where I don't go without freckles. So I had to draw freckles on this girl, of course. And I did something a little different for her hair. I did like a light blonde. All the mini earthquakes throughout this video is just great. I really didn't do anything too special to this girl, so I think this one is done, and let's go to the last one. This one probably is my second favorite besides the one that I just previously did because I love how her hair turned out. I did something like a different color, like the pink color, and I just love how that looks. And I also totally did not place the wrong skin color on her. Like, what are you talking about? No, but like I actually did place the wrong color and I just had to cover that up real quick. No big deal though, we fixed it. And now finally for the hair, you guys can see how I did it. Not only did I just do a different color, but I also did really curly hair, which I'm not used to. But I mean, it didn't turn out half bad. I also made a little mistake for the hair because instead of using like a dark pink, I used a brown for the shading, and it kind of ruined like a little of the hair, just a little aspect of it, but it turned out fine. I mean, I guess. And may I point out this great camera work, like, wow. Anyway, I finished this drawing. I really like how it turned out. I love these markers. I mean, the Crayola markers, for what I paid, they're great. I would totally use them again. Also, sorry for not posting as much. I'll be trying to post at least once a week from now on. Have a safe, blessed rest of your week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!